This is the summit here. It's only downhill afterwards, so it's really freaking windy. So instead of camping out in the middle of nowhere, I'm gonna camp in this old Soviet hotel. I was talking to the locals and they said that this was a big, luxurious, fancy hotel back in Soviet times when Georgia split off. They cut the border between Russia and Georgia, and that was the majority of their tourists back then was Russian. So this place went under, and now it's a free hotel for me. I might not camp here if I'm seeing stuff like that. I guess some animals lived here. Oh, they may have used this for livestock at a time. After seeing the needles and a ton of broken glass all through the whole building, a ton of broken glass, I just figured it wasn't worth it to camp in the hotel. It would be cool, but yeah, it's not worth it. It's only right there though. But I found this paragliding shop that's not open yet, but this building will block the wind because it's super windy up here. And it's a much better view anyways. Cold as balls up here. It's about 6:10 in the morning. There's gonna be some storms coming through today, so I wanted to hop on the road as soon as possible so I can avoid as much of that as I can. A little less than an hour and a half to get camp all cleaned up. According to my map, it's 127 kilometers back down to Tbilisi, and I'll be descending 1.8 kilometers. Currently, I'm on the highest point of the road here. Well, technically, it's a few more kilometers up the road, but then it just goes right back down to the river. And then I was gonna camp there and then have to ride all the way back up from the river, back up to this high point here, and then back down over. That just didn't really seem worth it. And I got to go paragliding yesterday, so that was really cool. I definitely don't regret that whatsoever. Okie dokie, let's roll. That was something else. Okay, so you'll never guess what just came in the mail today. My package from Ortlieb. I guess you wouldn't have been able to guess what I was getting in the mail because I didn't really talk about this yet. Supposedly my grandma messaged Ortlieb customer service and was like, my grandson is having trouble with your bags, here's his YouTube link. and they emailed me afterwards and told me they send me some spare parts. So I've been waiting on these for a little over a week. So we'll see what's inside here. I think I already know what's inside, but just in case. A lot of stuff actually. Woo! I think that's empty. Cool, I got an extra clip for when I have, oh, no way. They sent me 2 extra clips, that's awesome, because eventually one is gonna break, I'm sure, again. A couple buckles, that's cool. I didn't really need buckles, but you know, further down the line I might need to replace those. Third buckle, awesome. And then a bunch of these screws. So this is what I originally had a problem with. These little screws here fit in between the bag and the brackets that connect onto the bike, and they stripped. So these actually look like they're a lot heavier duty than the original ones that came with my bag. I don't know if Ortlieb is making their new bags with this new type of fastener, but these look a lot nicer. So yeah, that's awesome. So I'm just gonna fix my bags tonight, and since I got this package today, that means I'm gonna be heading to Azerbaijan tomorrow. Finally, because I've been in Georgia for a month and a half, which is crazy. I only plan on being here for like 2 weeks. And it's already getting pretty hot here, and if it's hot here, it's even hotter in Uzbekistan. And in June, the month of which I'm gonna be cycling through for 30 days, it's gonna be 34 degrees. As opposed to Georgia, during that same time, it would only be 28. So yeah, it's gonna be way hotter, and it's desert, so there's not gonna be as much shade or anything. That's the whole point of me coming here at this time, was so I could cycle through Uzbekistan when it was cooler, but it didn't really work out that way. I mean, I got to see more of the country anyway, so it all worked out. I'm pretty happy with how far my trip has gone so far. It'll be about 5 days till I get to Baku, but I'll be able to get into Azerbaijan tomorrow. I think it's about like 80 kilometers. Definitely ready to hit the road tomorrow, so yeah. Alright, made it to the Azerbaijan border again. These are all the cars waiting to be searched and x-rayed, but I'm gonna try to weasel my way in as a pedestrian, see if I can get through a little faster. So I made it into Azerbaijan, no problem. I like it already. The roads are way wider than in Georgia. At least this one is. One of the border guards was kind of cool, and he spent some time just going through my passport, because the American passports are pretty cool. Each page is different. Hello. Yeah, there you go. Hello. Salam. Oh fuck! Careful. Some of those guys left, and then they came back with a bunch of vodka and food and stuff, and I guess we're gonna make dinner. And it's getting pretty late. I didn't leave Tbilisi till 2 o'clock. So I was like, can I camp here? And he's like, no, we have a hotel here. And I was like, how much for the hotel? And he gives some stupid price. And I laugh, and I'm like, can I just camp? Can I just camp in the backyard? And he gives some other stupid price, and I laugh, and he goes, just kidding, just kidding. You can sleep in this room, because I guess it's like a shared room with one of the guys that works here. And he's like, it's all free, just free, don't worry about it. Yeah, I heard Azerbaijan people are super friendly, and definitely have experienced that so far.
Sen korkmadın bundan. Bir var buna nasıl eləyəsən, pislik eləyəsən bu ha. Ne olursan? Sen de bak.
I think I made a grave mistake. I was just looking around to find somebody to resolder the little cable that connects to my dynamo, because my regulator stopped working. And instead of just doing that, they just tore apart the whole regulator, which costs like $150, and there's no way I can buy a new one in this part of the world. I think they're just completely destroying it. I don't think they understand what this part does. I'm trying to do 100 miles today. I got 15 kilometers away from town, and then I got blasted by this sandstorm, and now it turned into a rainstorm. And then I just found this gas station, and these guys were nice enough to let me camp just in this empty room.